He is 35 years old and lived in Mayaro all of his life. He is the president of an NGO called The Peace and VP of the Mayaro Village Council. Additionally, he is a television presenter at Mayaro Cable TV of a program called The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, which deals with all community issues. He is also the esteemed councillor of the Mayaro Guayari Electoral District and chairman of the Open Spaces and Beachfront Beautification Committee. Now when I looked and I saw I had never seen Mr. Kyron James, but when I looked out and I saw him, I was glad that Mr. Ronaldo chose him because he will be a great motivation, especially for Josiah Thomas. So let's give a warm welcome to our keynote speaker, Mr. Kyron James.
Thank you very much. Firstly, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to say I'm so very sorry for being here so late. I had just came from another graduation in my electoral district, and the feature speaker at that graduation took an hour and a half. Now mind you, I won't be speaking for an hour and a half. Huh? I was told by Ronaldo 25 minutes, nothing more. No problem. I'm going to try to make it as concise as possible. Yes, so all right. So let's get the formal part out of the way. I'd like to say good afternoon to the principal of this lovely primary school, members of staff, other invited guests, the parents, the teachers, and most importantly, the children, the graduating class, and also other children that are here today of the Poole RT School. I like to do my presentations a little different, because I think when you're speaking to children, you need to grasp their attention. So I'd like to engage only the students at this time, because this activity is a little physical, not for the more mature of the audience. So I'd like to ask all of the children in the hall right now to stand, please. And now if I got them really shy, yeah? I know all they're looking really shy and a little worried and everything, but this is your day, right? So the name of this game is Rapid Fire. Say it after me, Rapid Fire. No, Rapid Fire. Now we're talking about that. Now this game, whenever I say rapid fire in my speech, I want all to jump off your chair as quick as possible, right? Can you do that? All right, sit down, let's try it. Rapid fire. It's being done. My name is Kyron James, the councillor from Mayaro Guayari in the Mayaro Local Regional Corporation. For those of you who don't know, I've seen a couple of friends that I went to school with, so I know a couple of people may know, thank you very much, who Kyron James, the man, is. Now, I was born with a physical disability. Now I asked my mother, I said, Mommy, what is the name, because everybody asked me this, what is the name of the physical disability that you are afflicted with? She said, well, me and her. I said, so what happened? So give me an idea of what happened. She said, while she was pregnant with me, her greatest gift of all, she was suffering with some migraines. And she took a couple of pills to help out the migraine. And subsequently, those pills were a result, or they are the result of why I am who I am today. I know people may say, oh, boy, I'm so sorry for you. But let me start to explain to you why I endorse my challenges. God has made me the way I am today for one purpose, and one purpose only: to inspire young people. Rapid fire! No man, you gotta get up. You're sleeping on my own, nobody yawning. Right? He made me this way because he said, Kyron, go out there and be an inspiration for young people. For the more mature of the audience also, but more so for the young people. Because young people, and I know you would hear this on numerous occasions, you are the future of this country. How many doctors, how many future doctors in the audience right now? Raise your hands. Future doctors. Future lawyers. Future businessmen. Teachers. Counselors. Now Not one, I'm talking about, man. Right? You are the reason that I get up every morning and do what I do. To be able to speak and to inspire. I went to secondary school. Well, first of all, let me start off with my primary school. I went to Mayara Government Primary. After Mayara Government Primary School, rapid fire! Nice. Nice. Mayara Government Primary School burned down, unfortunately, so I had to be relocated to a primary school in Rio Claro, in Sangre Grande called Punapo St. Francis RC School. So I understand the life, I understand how the attending an RC school goes, I understand how the rituals are, and I understand the things that make you who you are. I then passed to Northeastern College, where I did 5 years. Now, school is a lovely place. How many of you are very happy to be leaving school this year? How many people are happy to be leaving to go to another school? Rapid fire! All right, I know everybody had to be happy. Have a seat. Yes, because this is a time of your life when you're moving on. Nothing in life stays constant. Everything is change. Everything is about change. And the change that you see now is going to help you become the leaders, or the men and the women of tomorrow. I had a challenge in life, and I still do have a challenge in life. Some of the things that some of the children here, even the parents and probably the members of staff, some of the things you do on a daily basis can take for granted. I have serious challenge in doing. Is there anyone here, any of the children that can tie their own shoelaces? Raise your hand. Let me see if you can tie your own shoelaces. Can any of the parents can tie your own shoelaces? Any of the parents? They want to play the pool? All right, no problem. Any of the children here can put on your own shirts, button your own shirts. All right. Now some of you say, why is Councillor James highlighting these mundane tasks? Because these are some of the tasks that I cannot do without assistance. And this brings me to one of my points where, rapid fire! Have a seat. This brings me to another point. To one of the other points why I spoke about asking for assistance, because moving from primary to secondary school means that you should not be afraid to ask for assistance. Nobody's perfect, myself included. You have to be able to depend on people to get what you want out of life. I'd like to ask my lovely wife to stand, please. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my wife, Melissa James. Melissa is one of the support, the pillars in my support system in my life. I'd like to give her a round of applause. Melissa, along with my family, my mother, my father, my friends, you can sit down for me. They are the support system for my life. A system that I cannot do without. And that's why it's so important, because parents, you play an integral role in your children's lives. How many of the parents here today are members of the PTA? Can you show by raising your hands, please? All right, so I'm seeing 3 people raising their hand. How many parents are actually in the audience? Can I assume that everyone, right, all of these, right? So there's a clear disconnect in how many parents are part of the PTA and how many parents are here today. Ladies and gentlemen, the PTA is the strongest body that will help your child succeed. PTAs, sometimes I'm so frustrated when I go to PTA meetings, because yes, I go to PTA meetings in my electoral district. I don't know about other councillors, but I take PTA meetings very seriously. You cannot, rapid fire! Nice. You cannot expect your children to succeed without your assistance. I am successful because I had people to depend on. In my 35 years of life, I have been to numerous occasions where I have to speak to people in a gathering such as this. And people choose me because they think I can relate. People choose me because they think that what I have to say can be used to help the children move forward. And they're correct. Recently, I took upon one of the most serious tasks In my life, I went up for the local government election as a councillor for my electoral district. And a lot of people are saying, boy, why are you getting involved in politics? All politicians is lie. They're good for nothing. They just only care about the self. People say those things when they are afraid to accept a challenge. And I saw the challenge of being a representative for my community and I took it. That is what life is about. Life is about seeing your challenges and taking advantage of those challenges. Rapid fire. Small here, quick. Very quick. Have a seat. Take those challenges by the horn and do not let go. How many of you here play video games? How many of you have computers? How many of you play marble pitch? Serious? And I make hopscotch. What about hopscotch? Ooh. Right, I'm saying that because there must be a balance. It can't always be about playing video games. It can't always be about doing the things that you think are fun. There must be a balance. Have you ever heard the saying, too much of one thing is good for nothing? Yeah. Have any of your parents said that? Yeah. Why do you think they're saying that? Because it's the truth. You must have a balance in your lives. Rapid fire. All right, careful. Have a seat. In my life, I've had challenges. And I have overcome those challenges because I am determined. I am determined to be successful. I am determined to prove other people wrong. Now I'm going to ask a question here. I've asked it on a number of other occasions. When people see me for the first time, a lot of people feel sorry for me. Say, oh boy, should we walk in? I'm real sorry for him. Pity gets you nowhere. Pity is for the weak. I use people's pity. I use it because those are the people that don't understand. Just because you have a physical disability, it does not make you less than a person. I've grown up in school where I've had names called. Broke a foot, hop and drop. What do you want to play football? I used to play real football. You want to play football? He don't go there, you'll get a leg break. Because people fear what they cannot understand. And because of all of my strength that I got from my family, I was able to use those negative things and turn them into positives. I was told that there's a member of the Standard 5 class that does have a physical disability. Could you please stand, brother? Can you stand? Can someone help him? Right? Yeah. Let's get a round of applause for this young man. Are the parents of this young man in the audience? Sorry. Mommy, I love you. Your strength is going to make this young man great. Give yourself a round of applause. We are not cripples. We are not good for nothings. We are differently abled. Things that we do, that you can do in 2 seconds, we may take 10 seconds to do it. But it just means that we have to do it even better. I've had to compensate for my entire life. I now work with a company in Galluza Point called Neil & Massey Wood Group Limited. I'm an IT analyst at that company and we run the IT department for Neil & Massey in Galluza. And I wasn't given that job, you know. Nobody said, "Ah, sorry for him, I'm going to give him that job." I worked for that job. I was better than a number of people who had good hands or good feet, so to speak. Because I didn't use any of that as an excuse. Rapid fire! If you have to get out there. I didn't use my disability as an excuse to be lazy, to say, oh gosh, I can't do it, I don't want to do it. How many times have you got up in the morning and said, Mommy, my belly hurts, I ain't feeling to go to school? How much times have you ate Mommy that shot? Raise your hand who ate that Mommy that shot today. I'm not feeling good, my belly hurting me. Now, young boys and young girls, those are just what I call excuses. You're young, you would have those excuses. But what you need to understand is that if you don't use what you have now, life becomes challenging. How many of you like KFC? Do you know you need to have 3 O levels to fried chicken and potato? 3 O levels, huh? You need 3 subjects. If you want, in the company where I work, we have a warehouse at Galliota. To be able to pick up a box to move it from here to there, you need 3 subjects. That is why education is important. Say that. Education is important. One more time. Education is important. I look at all these. Sorry, I sweat. I sweat when I get passionate. And I just cry a little bit too. But that's all right. Education is rapid fire. Yes. Have a seat. Education is important, and don't be afraid to take advantage of it. You also need to know the difference between right and wrong. As you leave primary school and you enter secondary school, you're not going to have Miss running on the corridor to say, what's your name? Sorry? Darius, come up the corridor. Darius, go in your class. Because this is a different kettle of fish. Now you're going into secondary school. Secondary school means that you are now going to be responsible for yourselves. You are going to be the ones that need to make a difference. No miss, no sir. You may have a miss and a sir, but they may not actually be willing to go the distance as a primary school teacher would. So take this advantage and take it well. I love to talk to children, because children are impressionable. Over the past month or so, we have been bombarded by a number of deaths of children. Just 2 weeks ago, we lost, and I say we because that child who lived in my electoral district. The child was a 2-year-old, Melissa, 2 years? 2-year-old child left his mother's and father's house to go outside and end up in a pond and drown. Drowned in a pond. My last child will be 11 months in 2 days. And I pictured this child as my own. And I cried. I'm very emotional here. I cried because I saw another young life that cannot go on. We're not going to be here forever. The parents, the grandparents. You will move forward and you will help this country be better. Everybody says that to them. Everybody says, you are the future of tomorrow. You are the young leaders of tomorrow. And it is true. Ladies and gentlemen, I actually had an entire speech planned today. But I realized that when you talk from a speech, you don't really give it all. You don't say what you really want to say in your heart. And what I want to say this afternoon is to remind each and every one of you young children here today that you matter. You're precious. You are the leaders. Right? Rapid fire. Have a seat again. You are the leaders. Small man, I see you saying no still. Where is that? Go forward and make your parents proud. Go forward and make them happy. Destiny lies beyond the horizon. I only now look back there, Ronaldo, because that was part of the speech about children. throw it up. But destiny lies beyond the horizon. Does anyone know here, any of the children know what is the horizon, or what do we call horizon? Anybody? Can anybody tell me that? Huh? Have you ever been to the beach? Yeah? Have you ever looked way over the ocean and it looks like if the world drops to an edge, drops off? That's the horizon. But you can't see past that because it's so far away. But your journey will take you to that horizon and beyond. It will take you to a place where you will always be leaders. I like your smile. What's your name, darling, with the red button? Ariana. Beautiful name, Ariana. Ariana, are you ready to be a leader of tomorrow? Are you willing to be a leader? My brother, are you willing to be a leader? Say it loud, I want to hear you. Are you willing to be a leader?
Yes, sir.
Are you willing to be a leader?
Yes, sir.
Anything is possible, brother. Anything is possible. Look at me. Look at me. Channel what I have done. Channel the success that I have become into your life. Don't take no for an answer. Don't ever take no for an answer. Unless you're doing something wrong. But don't take no for an answer at all. I want to hear great things about you, brother. Great, great things. I want to hear great things from all of you. And all of you. I want to hear great, great things. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kyron James. I am the counselor for Mayor Wayari. It has been my pleasure to be here this afternoon and have this conversation. I hope that whatever I have said, I hope that whatever I have preached, so to speak, will be used to the benefit of both children and parents alike. Rapid fire! Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.